If you're looking to sell on Amazon, today I'm going to be breaking down how you can make money using Amazon FBA in 2022 in 10 minutes. And if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you a timeline on every single step that you need to take in order to successfully launch your first product in 2022. Cool. So the first thing that I want to bring to light is there are two different people who utilize Amazon. The first one is your regular customer, someone like myself. I go on Amazon, I search up a specific term. Let's say it's a garlic press. I'm scrolling down the page to find a specific listing that I want to click on, read the information on, and purchase. Those are the people that are spending money on Amazon. Now, if you want to be the 1%, and you want to be people like myself, you want to be the one that's actually receiving that money from the customer. In other words, the seller. So as you can see on my screen here, guys, you're actually able to list a specific product on the Amazon marketplace. And a fun fact is 60%, if not more than that, are actually what we call third-party sellers like myself. A third-party seller is essentially listing a product that they're not even producing, putting a brand name on it and listing it on the Amazon marketplace so that you can take advantage of over 200 million customers who are trusted and use Amazon on a daily basis. Now that you guys understand the two different types of sellers, I want to make sure that you can actually be that 1%, the one that's actually taking advantage of all those loyal customers that Amazon has spent billions of dollars in acquiring, building a marketplace that's so simple that you can receive products in literally as little as one day. I'm gonna be doing this in 5 simple steps. Step number 1, we're gonna be using software such as Helium 10, Viral Launch, or Jungle Scout. And we're gonna be actually finding a product that's already doing well. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people who launch on Amazon current state make are them selling products that they see around their house, that they see in grocery stores, that they think have demand, and they most likely do, but at the same time are probably far too competitive to actually able to compete on a marketplace like Amazon. Using tools, like I said, like Helium 10, Viral Launch, or Jungle Scout, what you're able to actually do is take a look at the back-end data and make data-driven decisions in order to actually find that product, okay? So I'm gonna go into my screen here and show you exactly what Helium 10 looks like and the data that we're able to see. So as you can see here, guys, using tools like Helium 10, probably one of my favorite softwares out in the Amazon space right now, you're able to actually pull up all of the data for multiple pages directly on the Amazon marketplace. So we can see everything from their title, the actual code that's associated to the actual product itself, their brand, what their rating is, their revenue count, everything from revenue, the rank that they're directly in on the Amazon marketplace, given the fact that we are competing for rank. We're even able to see things as such as their sales graph. So how are they trending over time? Whether that be 30 days, 90 days, 1 year. We're able to see their average price points and, like I said, the brand name. Using tools like Helium 10, we're able to actually make educated decisions, or even more so, data-driven decisions in order to minimize our risk on Amazon in 2022. Now, I want to break down some of the key components that I look for specifically when finding a product on Amazon. Okay, what I want to do is make sure that I'm finding a product that has high demand but low competition. The reason why low competition is so important is predominantly because given that it's a marketplace and that we're competing for rank, so if I searched up garlic press and I see 25 different listings, as a consumer or a customer looking at specific products, I need to make sure that at the end of the day, I stand out and am able to get those clicks to click on my listing in the first place. Okay, it's not like a website where a website is driven directly to a landing page and there's no other competitors that are looking for that. Now, one of the biggest things when it comes to Amazon is, as a consumer, they look for social proof, and reviews dictate our competition, meaning they're looking for solid reviews, high reviews, good ratings in order to make those purchases. So ideally, I'm finding products that are, lower than 300 reviews. That's my specific criteria, because that means the barrier to entry is fairly low when it comes to a competition standpoint. So we look for high demand, low competition. One of the biggest things that we look for is to make sure that there's opportunity to differentiate that product. Again, given that it's a marketplace, given the fact that I'm now competing against so many different people, what is it? What is the thing that I can solve? What is that one thing that will intrigue a customer to actually click on my listing, purchase my product over my competitor's product? Other things that we look at is to make sure that the product is ideally smaller, lighter in weight so that the shipping cost is not too significant, but on top of that, to make sure that the product isn't too costly so that our return on investment isn't too significant on the front end. The other component that I think is super, super important is to make sure that the product is not brand dominated in any capacity. We don't want to enter a market, to put things into perspective, such as selling tissue boxes where Kleenex is clearly the dominator of that market. We simply can't compete against someone like that. And the last few things is to make sure, especially for your first product, is a product that is ideally increasing over time, is something that isn't too seasonal so that we have consistent income over the full 12-month period. Step number 2 is we're gonna actually go ahead and go onto a site like Alibaba and source this product for a bulk cost where we can get a low cost per unit in order for us to mark up on the Amazon marketplace and make a margin directly on it. So I'm gonna dive into my screen now and just show you what Alibaba quickly looks like, how we can search up a term and contact a specific supplier. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go directly to Alibaba.com. This is the place where suppliers and manufacturers are actually gonna go ahead and list their listings directly on there, and you're gonna have access to suppliers where you can purchase the product in bulk. So using garlic press as an example here, all we're literally gonna do is search up garlic press in the search bar, and then we're gonna be able to see some of the costs that we're able to get directly for that. So if I can take a look at this one, for example, this garlic press right here is more of a masher. They're selling the product for as little as 5 cents if I order 2 pieces. That's a little bit unrealistic. Now, if I look at other listings, for example, I can get them for as little as $1.73, $1.60 if I order 10 pieces. Now, if I go into Amazon, these same products are selling for $14.97, $22.97, $29.99. As you can imagine, that's a pretty good margin if I can buy the product in bulk and then be able to sell it on Amazon for a profit. Awesome. Now, step number 3 here, guys, is actually getting our listing created and ready to sell on Amazon. Again, Amazon is a search engine. It's exactly like Google. And what I mean by that is we need specific terms to populate in our listing so that when someone searches up a term, we can go ahead and actually populate on the search engine results page, okay? So what we need to do is go ahead to do everything from creating our listings, creating our title, creating our bullet points, all of the things that a consumer or a customer needs answers to because they don't have that luxury of going into a retail store, trying the product, feeling the product, and all of these things. Through an e-commerce platform, our position is to make sure that we answer every single question that the consumer or the customer has so that they feel confident in purchasing our product so that they can get it delivered directly to their home. Step number 4, again, after we source that product, we put a production order through. Our goal is to now get that product all the way from China into Amazon's warehouse. So again, the model that we speak around is what we call Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. So our goal is to actually send that product directly into Amazon's warehouse, and from there, they're gonna deal with all of the distribution. In order to do that, we're gonna go ahead and actually work with what we call freight forwarders, who are actually gonna pick up your product all the way from China, put it on a boat, take it through customs in the United States or whatever marketplace that you're looking to sell on. And then from there, they're gonna send it into Amazon's warehouse where they're gonna inbound it, intake it, load up your inventory dashboard so that you can make your listing go live and actually start making money. Which leads me to my last step. Step number 5 is actually launching to that 200 million user base that I had mentioned earlier on. In order to launch your product, there's a lot of different ways, and I won't get into the nitty-gritty, but our goal is to make sure that we're optimized for the search engine by targeting specific keywords that our consumers, our ideal customer even better, is actually searching up so that we can populate for them. And then from there, what we can do is attract sales. We can do things like pay-per-click advertising directly on Amazon's platform. We can do things like engaging with influencers who will launch our product with us. We can go ahead and tap into email lists if we have that, depending on your audience. There's so many different ways to launch your product on Amazon, but your goal is to make sure that you move all the way from whatever page you land on, let's say you land on page 30, all the way to the first page, because 90% of buyers are only making buying decisions directly on the first page. All right, guys, I hope you saw value over the past 10 minutes here. If you like this video, I've built out an Amazon community specifically for you, beginners looking to get in the Amazon space. We host trainings almost every single week. We provide free value, free content, free resources amongst a group of over 7,000 people who are helping each other, including myself, helping you succeed on Amazon FBA in 2022. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the bio if you wanna join. We look forward to seeing you in there.